Welcome, beautiful soul. It's time to remember who we are. You were born for this moment, this breath. Nature teaches us and reminds us that whatever it is that we are searching for, that whatever our hearts and souls are longing for, we must know our unlimited power and worth. It's all already within us. So thank you for saying yes to this moment. Thank you for saying yes to this journey. And most of all, thank you for saying yes to yourself. Welcome, beautiful soul. Welcome, beautiful soul. I'm so grateful that you have made time and space for yourself and to be here with us. This is a time where we get to pause from all of the noise, all of the chaos that may be swirling around us, and sometimes even in our own head. And this is our time to reconnect with that essence of who we are, to be reminded that we are all energy, that we are spirit, and that there is so much more to us than our eyes, our physical eyes can see. And so I certainly want you to know I appreciate that you're making time for this, because as we each grow, we add to the elevation all around us collectively. Today, our topic is how. How do you go when you feel like giving up? Why do you feel like giving up? What do you do when you feel like giving up? When you feel like giving up, I want you to know you're not alone. And so many of us have felt that way. And I want you to be encouraged. So if you are feeling this way now, if you have ever felt this way, if you know people going through it right now, then this episode is for you. Before we go any further, I invite you to join me for our breath. We always breathe first. So let's close our eyes if you're safely able to do so. And I want you to simply breathe with me. Breath is so powerful. It reconnects us to our center. It activates that parasympathetic nervous system. And it opens a doorway for us to go beyond this physical plane and enter into the spiritual one within us. So breathe with me right now, with your own rhythm, paying attention to each inhale and exhale. If you're able to, breathe through your nose and put your attention on the breath moving in and out of your nose and then moving through your whole being. What does it feel like? Is your breath choppy? Is it smooth? Can you barely notice it? There's no wrong or right answer. We're simply noticing. And as you're breathing, I want you to remember that your breath connects you to that beautiful reservoir always and already within you. A reservoir of wisdom, of truth, of grace, of peace, of love and encouragement, of compassion and grace, a reservoir of ease and flow. And so keep breathing with me. And with each breath, let's let go of the heaviness, the noise, the fiction that we've been told that we are small and insignificant, inconsequential. We're going to let go of all of that fiction that tells us we should be scared, that tells us we're not enough. We're letting go of all of that noise and fiction, those old stale constructs that we absorbed because we were conditioned to believe that someone else was better than us, that we were left behind, that the divine is outside of us. And so we breathe right now so that we can consciously and intentionally let all of that go. See it leaving your body with every exhale. And like sandbags being released from you, feel yourself becoming lighter as you let go of each of those sandbags, filled with old stories, old pain, old wounds. Old beliefs that have you feeling separate and disconnected. We let it all go. Each of those sandbags, we simply let it go. And now I want you to start to extend and stretch out your inhale. So really breathe in and fill up with all of that new oxygen, new life, new prana, activating our chi, activating our flow. Every breath contains new nutrients for yourself physically, new blood, oxygenating your cells, providing them with all that they need to keep you going. And each inhale also brings you that new life spiritually. It brings you a new reminder that the all lives within you and around you and with you. Each inhale reminds you you are never alone. You are always divinely supported, loved, cared for. Every breath gives you the gift of knowing that you are safe and that all is well, because every breath is a victory. So we keep breathing so we can receive the encouragement that goes beyond anything in this physical realm. We're talking about a divine spiritual encouragement, an infusion to remind you that the same beautiful energy that exists in the cosmos, that you can see in every star, that energy, that beauty exists in you and is for you and is flowing as you. So keep breathing. We welcome the lightness of being. We welcome in with each inhale the flow, the ease, the grace. We remind ourselves that with each breath, you are divinely supported and cared for, with a love that cannot even be fully defined. So keep breathing and let the ease and gentleness wash over you and fill you. And now I want you to put your attention on that heart center. This is the space that I want you to make space for as you breathe. As you're breathing, put that attention right here on the heart center. This beautiful heart center is where we say the energy that supports and grounds you connects with the energy that uplifts you and helps you expand and flourish and ascend. And so right here in the center, we're going beyond our emotions, which are like the clouds in the sky, so we can connect and remember that you are the sky, you are the ocean, and it's all within you. Divine presence is within you. The presence of God, the universe. I am presence, beautiful guidance and direction divinely is always right here for you and with you, reminding you that there are no mistakes, no coincidences. Everything is unfolding for you and with you and as you. Breathe into this space and connect with the beautiful light, that eternal light within you. An eternal light that connects you with the whole cosmos, alive in you. And now we're going to take one deep breath together. So join me now for a nice deep inhale together. Let's breathe in. And if you can, hold that breath in for a moment. And gently let it all go. With your eyes closed, go ahead and return back to your own rhythm. And when you're ready, if your eyes are closed, you can gently reopen them and come on back. Yes, I say that breath is always so beautifully delicious and nourishing and filled with all that we have need of. And when you are feeling like giving up, when any of us feel like giving up, breath, I can't say it enough, because it is the doorway, the corridor back to remembering there's a fiction being played out in front of you. And if you're not careful, you'll begin to believe it's the truth. It's kind of like with AI, being able to distinguish what is authentic and what is being used to create convenience and support. And so there's room to appreciate all of it and to distinguish what is the authentic and the real, and what is the tool that's been given to hopefully add and support you as opposed to confuse you. We get confused when we start believing the stories that we read on the news headlines, what we watch on our screens, and we begin to think that that's the entire story, that that's the entire truth, and there's no way it ever could be. What is available for each of us is so exquisite and elegant and amazing And it means letting go of our tendency to see everything small and in a box. We see ourselves in a box. We see ourselves as in this box, and someone's tossing us out like the delivery truck that delivers packages and leaving it, dropping it on the porch. We're not that box. There is such a movement of energy in you and with you and all around you. And the lie that we have been told is that we are separate, that it's out there somewhere. And it's with you and it's all around you. It's everywhere. It is the same way that you are. You are not your body. You are not your past. You are not your wounds. You are an extraordinary essence. You are spirit. And can I tell you, you can't put a box and contain spirit. And yet, that's how many of us have been told we are to live our lives, based on a box, on a corner, that's all we are. And the truth is, you are so much more. And so, when that moment hits in your life that you think you can't go on, when you feel like giving up, first, know you are not alone. There's nothing wrong with you. That is part of this experience and this dimension, to be spirit and to feel all of the energy around us. And some of that energy is dense and hard and painful. And some of our experiences reflect that density. The experiences can feel hard and painful and heavy. And because you were so exquisitely designed, you weren't meant to carry the density. And that is why you feel like giving up, because it's so heavy, and the divine you isn't designed to flow in that density. And then if we're not careful, we open ourselves up unknowingly often, and sometimes knowingly, to energy that is more heavier, I guess I should say, heavier. Density that's filled with more limitation, more hopelessness, more fear, more scarcity. And when we open ourselves to that knowingly and unknowingly, then we feel weighted, literally weighted, like we can't even open our eyes, that we can't take another step, we can't take another breath, and it feels that way. And that feeling is real and it's fiction at the same time. What do I mean by that? The real part is it's real. I'm not here to tell you that your feelings aren't valid and aren't real. They are. The fiction part of it is when we begin to identify as that feeling. You are not your feeling. It's impossible for you to be your feeling. You can't squeeze an elephant into a needle. It's impossible for the elephant to squeeze itself into a needle. You can't possibly squeeze yourself and become an emotion. And yet, whatever we believe, we'll begin to experience what we believe. So if you believe that you are your feeling, you'll begin to experience life as that construct, as that feeling. So if you feel hopeless and you begin to identify with that feeling, you will begin to experience life and go through life as though everything is hopeless, and no one will be able to convince you otherwise until you make space to come home. Come home where? Come home to you. Come home to the divine in you that already knows, yes, it can be hard. Yes, it feels heavy. Yes, you're going to want to wave a white flag and say, I'm done. And I'm here to say, wave a different white flag. Wave the white flag of surrendering to being less than who you are. Surrender the old construct that tells you stay small. Surrender the idea that says I have to repeat only what I have seen and only what I have done and only what my limited self can understand. You see, when we start using phrases like I just need to figure it out, we're already entering into a limitation and into a small construct, and we can't possibly flow in that dimension. You were designed and created in the image and likeness of God, of the divine, of the universe. That's some magnificence that we cannot write down on a piece of paper and summarize and explain it to you. And yet your inner spirit already knows. You've always known. That's why we call it coming home. Coming home to knowing it's inside of you and that you are right where you're supposed to be. Sometimes we go through a storm, we go through a crucible, we go through the fire so that we can discover the resilience, the gold that is in us. Do you know that sometimes the impurities have to be shed so that we can get to the core? That phenomenal inner radiance and brilliance that is you. That is who you really are. And if you're like me, we weren't told that growing up. We were told to identify with the outer, to identify with the structure, to identify with someone else's definition for us. And I'm here to tell you no, that that's not your story. Your true story is an eternal one. Your true story is one filled where the outcome is always victory. Not a victory where you're conquering over someone else. A victory that means you already know you've got this. The minute you said yes to come into this dimension, you were equipped and filled with all that you have need of. So you've got this. And it's important for us to slow it down by breathing so we remember. So you can remember who you really are and what's really inside of you. It's so almost blinding with radiance and light. It's so filled with all that you have need of to bring healing to yourself and others. We've been told that someone else has your answer. Someone else is going to help you get to where you need to be. I'm here to say it's in you. It always has been. My dear friend, Dr. Deborah Love, I call her Queen, Dr. Deborah Love. Nazone is her real last name. Love is her true essence. And she is a queen. And I remind her to lean into all that she's learned about this planet. And the quote that I want to share with you that I often repeat, and this past week I've repeated it so much to myself and to those around me who were open to hear it, and that is that you cannot be yourself by yourself. You cannot be yourself by yourself, she says. And what does that mean? That means that we're here collectively. It takes the collective to help us come home, to see the fullness of who you are. You're not meant to walk this journey alone. And you might be saying, but who's around me? I don't have anyone around me. You may not see them right now with your physical eyes. You may not know them with your cognitive mind. Your spirit already knows and has prepared for you the support that's there. And we believe first. Everyone wants to believe after they've seen it. That's the easy part. You're here in this dimension, in this time, in this season for a collective, uplifting, arising, awakening. And that means that you're not here to play it small. And that means that you're practicing now in the deeper ways. That where you used to be able to believe because you could see, or it was instant, now you are called to believe even when it's dark and cloudy and you see no evidence of light or the sun, that is when we want you to keep believing and breathing. That's where the growth is. Everyone can believe when it's all going their way. Everyone can smile when, life looks the way they want it to look. When it doesn't look the way you want it to look. When it looks like everyone is telling you no and everything that you wanted has been stripped away, that's when you are called to go deep and believe and trust that you're never alone. I am here as a spiritual guide to remind you it's inside of you. Breathe and remember. Go out in nature and you won't see any part of nature that's isolated. It's all interconnected. It's all part of some grand ecosystem. It's part of a grand cosmos. There's no separation in this. And therefore that means you have not been left behind. You are not uncared for. You are divinely supported and connected. You are the oneness. The oneness is you. So every time we say yes, we're finding our way back home. How do you say yes? You keep breathing. You take another breath. Every breath is your victory. So the only white flag we're waving is the old mantra that I can do it on my own, that I don't need anybody else, that I'm going to figure this out. That's what we're surrendering. The idea that we need to stay in control, that it's up to us to figure it out, to solve it. No, it's not. You're here to be. Be what? Be the fullness. How do you become the fullness? How do you be the fullness of who you are? That's not even, a grammatical statement, but I'll go with it. How is it that we're called to be the fullness of who we are? What does that mean? It means letting go first of the noise, the lies, letting go of when you close your eyes, all that you know is not your truth. And how do you do that? You simply ask. You close your eyes, you connect with your inner heart, and you say, show me. I'm ready. I'm open. I'm ready to leave behind all that no longer serves me. I'm ready to be restored with the hope that is already waiting for me, and that is me. Hello, you're called to be hope. That's your name. Your name is glory. Your name is exquisite essence. Ask, and be open to receive. Be open to let go. Be open to trust without seeing. And be open to continuing to breathe. Reach out with vulnerability. You know what it means to be the real you, the authentic you, the vulnerable you, and that is liberating for everyone around you. And anyone who tells you they haven't been through this, they're either lying or maybe they're a robot, because we all have felt like giving up. We all have felt like we can't go on. So reach out. You can reach out to us here. You can reach out on my website. You can reach out and contact us. As a spiritual guide, I am always open to holding space so that you can see who you are, so that you can come back home to who you are, and thereby help us all collectively make that journey back home to who we really are. You are spirit. You are love. You are light. You are always and already more than enough. Keep breathing. Believe even when you don't see, even when you don't feel it. And remember, you are the sky, not the clouds, not the feelings, not the thoughts. You are the sky. The clouds move when you stop identifying as one. Let's elevate and come up to who we really are. Light, love, grace, peace, joy, and it all begins with hope. Keep breathing. I'm so grateful you were here with us today. Again, if anyone you know can be encouraged by this message, please share it with them, and then let us know if it was a help for you today, if it supported you today. We want to know that too. And we certainly thank you, not just for being here with us. We thank you for being here in this dimension, in this realm with us, as we collectively say yes to being who we really are. Thank you so much, beautiful soul.
Thank you, beautiful soul, for remembering who we are and for making time and space to be with us today. As you go forward on your journey to the known and unknown places, continue to listen to your inner heart and honor your soul, because your answers are always within you. Please consider supporting us in spreading more light and love with this message by simply liking the video below, subscribing, and consider sharing as well. Most of all, take gentle care and breathe. We see you. We thank you, beautiful soul.